Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Arpita, a CA Inter student in Chennai. So before starting the video, let me introduce myself. I am from Raigada, Odisha and I have come to Chennai for the coaching of CA Inter for both the groups. So I did my CA foundation in Raigada itself. I had to self-study and I scored 248 out of 400. I gave the 2022 December attempt and I passed in the first attempt itself. I'm not so proud about my marks, but I cleared the exam in the first attempt. That is the good thing itself. So let's get into the video. This video is really helpful for those students who are giving their exams on November 2023, but also the students who are giving on May 2023 can also watch this video. You have 30 to 40 days left, so you cannot change your habits right now, but you can bring little changes to your habit and schedule, and let's hope you pass your exams and clear the CA foundation. All the best to you. Let's get into the video. Before I share what mistakes I did during my preparation for CA foundation, let me tell you what you should do and you should not do while preparing for your exams. First thing first, you have to make your schedule. If you are self-studying, you have got plenty of time for studying. So it's better to make a schedule and follow it every day. And it would be really helpful if you make a syllabus chart. I have made a syllabus chart, just look at it. I have made this for CA Inter first group and I'll surely make the group 2 syllabus chart also. Second thing is, you don't have to pressurize yourself for studying. You have to enjoy the subject. See, if CA, UPSC, all those are the exams where you have to love that exam. If you pressurize yourself or if you give exams just because your parents are forcing you to, then you can never achieve your goal. Before giving your exam, just think of it and then you start preparing for it. If you love the subjects, it will be very much better and easy for you to prepare. Third thing is, make a to-do list before you sleep for the next day. What chapter you have to complete, what syllabus, what you have to practice, what problems you have to do. Everything you have to write in a diary or notebook, just like I did, and you tick it off when you complete it. It gives a lot of motivation. It gave me a lot of motivation, so I think it will give you too. The fourth thing is, after you complete your syllabus, just start doing your MTPs, RTPs, MCQs for theory subjects and the previous year question paper. It will be so much helpful for you. You'll thank me later. Every senior of mine also said to practice. You can get those RTPs and MTPs in the ICI website itself, so you don't have to buy or do anything. And the fifth thing is, for CA foundation we have 3 theory subjects, that is law, economics and BCK. And English is not a theory subject, we have to practice it more. So it's better to make a theory notes by yourself while preparing for all these theory subjects. I have made notes for law when I was preparing for CA foundation and it was so much helpful for me while preparing. Why? Because the CA foundation book looks scary. When I open it, I feel scared to study. But whenever I look at my notebook which I made short notes of every chapter, which made it easy for me to study and remember those sections and definitions. Even for BCK and economics, same thing applies. So these are the things which you have to do while preparing for CA foundation or any other exam. These are not the only thing which you have to follow. There are so many things, so many other things which you can follow also. But these are the things which helped me a lot, so I am suggesting you to do. So now what you should not do while preparing for your exam. First thing, after your boards, you have got plenty of time for your CA foundation. You don't get 2 months or 3 months. You have got 6 months to prepare for your foundation. Even if it's your second attempt, third attempt, you have got 6 months for your studies. Do not waste any of that, any day. So I'll tell you what was my experience. I'll tell you this later, but I'm saying do not waste your day. If you feel lazy also, just make one notes or any subject you practice. You can take short breaks during studying, but you should not take a long break while studying for these exams because you lose the concentration while for studying and it won't be, it's not good at all. So even if you feel lazy to study today, For example, if I feel not to study today, I have to get myself motivated and study because every day counts. Okay, this is what I wanted to say. Second thing is, don't underestimate the theory subjects. Theory subjects are law, economics, BCK, and English, you can say BCR. These are the subjects which can give you a lot of marks for your exam. For your aggregate, it can be very useful because you just have to by heart, nothing else. But for accountancy and maths, you have to practice and solve the problems. Then after you get the correct answer, you will get the marks. But for theory subjects, if you by heart those things, it will be really easy for you to achieve your marks. And that is why I say you to make short notes for your theory subject, so it will be easy for you to by heart and understand the subject. Third thing is, after you complete your syllabus, while you do your RTPs, MTPs and other things, you have to revise your lessons again. Once my father told me to revise the chapter which I had completed a long back, and I had given exams also, but I refused to revise it because it was too boring to study the chapters again and again. But when I started preparing for my CA foundation, I realized he was giving me a really good suggestion to revise it, because once you lost touch of your subject, it will be really hard for you to recoup it again. So it's better to revise few pages of the chapter every day. It will hardly take 30 minutes to 40 minutes for you to revise the chapter. So when you try your MTPs and RTPs, it will be easy for you to write the answers also. Fourth and the most important thing, do not compare your journey with others. Everybody has their own story. Just embrace your pace. You cannot compare yourself with others. Everybody has got their own specialty, and even I have gone through that phase. Same thing has happened to me also. When I was preparing for my boards and CA foundation, I was also compared with other students. I felt very bad and it was demotivating, of course. Everybody has got their own strength and weaknesses. As a teenager, I thought everything was a taunt when my parents used to say me anything. But now, even if I am a teenager now, I am 19, but I can understand what they were trying to say. But as a teenager, I won't understand anything. I would take it in a bad way only. So I request parents that you should understand your children while they are preparing for the exams. Please do not taunt them. Please don't compare your study life with others. They might have going through something. You also are going through something. So let's just not do this, and let's enjoy the life, make our career. And the fifth thing is, do not change your sleeping schedule while preparing for your exams. I have done that, and it's really hard for me to sleep now. What I used to do, I'll tell you later. But please do not change your sleeping schedule. You can postpone your sleep by 1 or 2 hours and study till that time, but do not change your sleeping habits or reverse it. The sixth thing is, please avoid your friends who are disturbing you while you study. See, I don't say friends are bad who call you and talk to you, but when you're studying, give your whole time for studies only. Do not talk to your parents or friends while studying. Just for 1 hour or 2 hour, whatever time you study, that time you have to concentrate on study only. See, I'm not saying your friends are bad, but whenever your exam is near or it's an important exam, you got to give the whole concentration on your studies. So I suggest you to avoid those friends who talk to you so much. At least not avoid, actually. You can say them. If they are very understanding friends, you can say them and they'll understand for sure. So what mistakes I did while preparing for my CA foundation? First thing is, I changed my sleeping habits totally. I'll tell you the backstory. After my boards completed on May 13th, we had exactly 7 months left for our CA foundation. CA foundation December 2022 attempt was starting on December 14th, and my exams completed on May 13th. So we had 7 months for preparing for our exams. And as I am a content creator in Instagram as well as an YouTuber, as you know, I started making reels and doing things, and I just wanted to take a short break before I start preparing for my exams. But that short break turned into a long break, and I wasted 4 freaking months of that period. So I had 3 months just to prepare for my CA foundation. So the main problem was during my standard 11th, which was the COVID year, we didn't have much classes, or only few online classes were going on. So we used to skip the classes, and we did not care about the studies. We used to go to the coaching center for 11th. That's it, nothing else. And I studied in a state board. So when annual exams were really close, the state cancelled our exams, so we didn't study the syllabus or understand the syllabus or write exams. We did nothing. So while preparing for CA foundation, there were syllabus from standard 11th. So it was really difficult for me to complete all the syllabus in 3 months and also revise it. That is the backstory. That's why I decided to change my sleeping habits. I used to start studying at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and I used to study the whole night, and I continued till 5:30 in the next day. Okay, and I used to sleep from 6:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. By that, it resulted into a severe headache, and I used to get tears in my eyes, and I got so much dark circles during that time. I couldn't do anything but bear the pain. So I wore specs. I used to stress a lot. So what I did was, whenever I used to stress a lot, I used to eat. So I was awake like for 14 to 18 hours. So I started eating a lot. So I gained so much weight also. So that is the problem I did. So I'm saying you do not change your sleeping habits. It will result into a very bad situation. When I shifted to Chennai, it helped me a lot, because I had to walk to my institute every day, and with the eating habits and sleeping habits, I'm decreasing my weight. But the sleeping habits have not changed at all. Till now I face the difficulty to sleep at night, because I had a habit for like 3 or 4 months, and I don't know what to do. Second mistake what I did was, as you know, the question pattern for law paper, we had only one question from LLP Act. So what I did, as I had limited time to study all the chapters, to cover all the chapters, I skipped the chapter, because we had only one question, that optional question. So we could either skip or write the question. So so what I did, I decided to skip the whole chapter. So I didn't make notes. I didn't open the chapter also. So this is a mistake. Now I face the problem, because that chapter is also included in CA Inter and CA Finals also. Not as a chapter, but it includes some exams. So I'm really facing a problem in it. So the third mistake what I did was, I completely I didn't prioritize English, economics and BCK at all. During the last 10 days of my exam, I started studying for that, because I thought accountancy, law and maths is the important subjects for CA foundation. But I was wrong. Every single chapter, every single subject is important while you prepare for any exams. Yes. So I did that, so you don't have to. Please don't ignore. So the last thing I wanted to say is, when I was preparing for my CA foundation, I made law notes, and I made a table for sections, which was really helpful for me while by hearting the sections. It's really helpful when you remember the sections. It's not mandatory actually, but later on it will be helpful for you only when you prepare for CA Inter or CA Finals. So if you guys want those notes, I can surely share in my Google Drive. I can pin in the comment section or in the description box. If you want it, just comment on this video, let me know, and I'll also share how I study my law subject, how I make notes for my CA Inter also. Make sure you like this video, share, comment and subscribe to this channel. More videos are coming on your way. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Bye.